But she has bigger tits though, and a nicer ass.
Bigger tits than Laura?
Better shape too. And she's also
because I think Laura's was a bit like,
yeah, but she does.
so
But Laura,
like her tits like lifted up like naturally.
but
You say they're a better shape, so they're more round or what?
no. Like Laura's, like they look like saggy balloons, like you know, like how you fill a water balloon. Like instead of it going like the
like that, like balloon. You always do it. You always pull off. That doesn't even smell.
you should consider
Wait,
what I'm
so
gonna.
you're saying about Laura that her tits or what? Like
Yeah.
water balloons or what?
They you know, like those water balloons, like instead of them being like big and round, they like end up like long. Kinda.
That's what I meant. Like they're
Kinda,
like
like that. Basically, that's basically how Laura's looks like. Lauren's, they're a nicer shape too.
So they're like more round.
Yeah, but I really want to see Claudia's tits though. They were a little bit like Laura's, but not fully. You know, they were a little bit, but not fully like Laura's. But since she got the surgery, because she did get breast augmentation surgery, I imagine they're a lot better. And from what Juan says, like they're better. But I want to see that for myself. You know what I'm saying? I want to see that in person.
So she made her tits even bigger?
Yeah, because she kept going on to me about how much she wanted that surgery, like how much she wanted top surgery.
Were you like for it?
Oh yeah, you know. And besides, that's like the only surgery she ever.
What if she gets like a booty lift?
No, she never gets that. That's like the only surgery she ever wanted was boob surgery. Because other than that, as far as I understand it, she's never had, bottom surgery to remove her dick, because she still is going to keep it. She never had facial.
She likes to fuck, huh? Too.
Yeah, even though there are a few people who have fucked her, you know, it's like she's ran through a bunch of people, but she's been ran through a few times as well. Not very often, but by a few times.
Every time she does it, like, she lets other people fuck her and then she fucks them?
Not every time. I'm saying, like, I've said before that I imagine only a handful of people got to have sex with her. Like, they got to top her, basically. Like, they top and then she bottom. But like I said, it'd probably be a select few. I don't think she'd, like be a full on.
If she, loves you, she's gonna wanna keep
Yeah.
it.
I don't imagine that she's like a full on, top, She's had to bottom at least a few times.
So I
before.
keep telling you, bro, like, not as a joke, but
No, I
she
get
likes doing that, like, and she wants to do it with the person she loves back, like.
Yeah, no, I get it, but what I was gonna say to you right now regarding her, that's the only surgery she ever wanted was like the top surgery. She's never talked about like wanting facial feminization or BBLs or anything like that. Like her ass, that's naturally her ass,
It's decent, right? You said.
Yeah, and even Abby kept fucking like looking at her ass a lot, he even went on before saying like, yeah, she has a nice ass, but that's because she works on it. It's not a BBL thing. She's never been like one to want to look like those fucking because I know there are a lot of trainees out there, like there are some of them who will do BBLs and like, other stuff like facial feminization, like lip fillers, all that shit. Like her, she's never wanted that. She just wanted the bigger tits.
Two girls that shop at Food for Less, they both got BBLs.
Seriously?
It's obvious that it's like like they both got BBLs.
Seriously?
Yeah.
But for real though, like, Claudia, she never wanted any other surgery. The only surgery she ever wanted was the breast augmentation. Other than that, she never wanted any other kind of surgery. She just wanted like breast augmentation, and that was it. But still, that was certainly something. But like I said once. Oh yeah.
Can we turn the light?
Yeah. Why? What's up? You good?
It's free and piece of plastic on the wrap.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I thought it was a nail.
Right.
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, honestly as well, because of my whole situation with finding a job, I haven't Not because I don't want to, but just because I just really want a job. You know, like I really want to get out of this position I'm in where I don't have any money, you know, because I'm tired of being in this. I've been in this for 3. If it keeps going by the end of this month, then that will have marked 4 months. You know.
But just so Lex say, hey, we're looking for a job.
Yeah, and then last I spoke to them, they said like they didn't really have anything. So I'm gonna go to the one in Santa Clarita and talk to them and try to get something settled because I need something and I need it quick. You know, because I don't want to keep fucking going like this. It's also very boring. You know.
Are you like home all day, or do you go for drives like this?
I'm home most of the day. You know. Although I will go out here and there, but I try to be careful not to, just because of my whole oil change situation. Because I'm way past due to like get that shit changed. But I'm mostly just like I'm mostly just like, you know, at home for the most part. It's fucking frustrating me. You know, like I hate being at home for the most part. Like I want to get out. I want to work again. I want to make money again. You know. Yeah, it's very frustrating, man. And plus, I would be fine with this if I was at least getting money from the EDD. But since I've had to wait for nearly like 3 months just to get back on it again, you know, like although I'm gonna call them this week and I'm gonna confirm, like, hey, am I gonna get the money on the 22nd? Like, am I gonna get paid again on the 22nd?
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna call just to confirm that, you know. Alright, back to Christian Miracle.
This doesn't make any sense. Festus and Hornswoggle were the only two in the ring when the match began. Hornswoggle never tagged himself out when he hit his suicide dive, yet somehow the Miz is legal? Make it make sense here. Also, this will never not be irritating. There needs to be one of each team legal in the ring at once, otherwise it is not a fatal 4-way match. And the teams would not tag in other teams. Why the fuck would they, Nick? It put them at a massive disadvantage if their whole team are on the apron. Jesse should consider himself lucky that Finlay kicks out here, because if he tried to break up the pinfall at the pace he was going, he would have definitely failed.
The nuptials of Edge and Vicky, but more on that later.
How about more on that never?
First team to score that pinner submission.
Honestly, since it's a fatal 4-way, why not put in the elimination rules? It would actually be far more entertaining than what we are watching right now.
Maybe thinking Celtic Cross.
Finlay has Zack Ryder up in the Celtic Cross position and is literally flipping forward to connect the Celtic Cross, but sure, he may be thinking Celtic Cross.
Here's a Morrison saw the Shillelagh shot. See that 3 times.
Miz Morrison saw the Shillelagh shot. Miz Morrison saw the Shillelagh shot. Miz Morrison saw the Shillelagh shot. Doesn't sound that much like a tongue twister to me. Wait a minute, the Miz is saying, "Are you kidding me?" to Hornswoggle breaking up the pin and saving the match, despite the fact that he and John Morrison are stuck on the apron and would have lost their titles had Hornswoggle not done anything. What the hell is even going on here?
Rocket launcher. Jesse's eliminated.
Boy, that is weird. Jesse loses the match simply because he fell from the top rope. Not a finisher or a cool-looking move. Just a little trip and a spill, and that spells the end. Awkward opening. During Matt Hardy's entrance, the camera crew pointed toward those in the nosebleed section, likely because they felt bad about their limited view. Also, Matt Hardy is the United States
Tempted to look
champion
at
and is entering
Lauren's
first. But the
breast
tradition is
now.
to have the challenger enter first. Matter of fact, the champion entering first happens a lot tonight.
Say that again?
I'm tempted to look at Lauren's breast now.
Yeah, well, Lauren's not here.
Yeah.
Remember, she's in Texas. Although I keep trying to convince her to come out here. Because now
Like a hangout or what? Or you like talk to her?
I'm trying to fuck Lauren. I'm trying to have sex with Lauren. Are you kidding me? Like, I'm trying to get up in that, you know? That's why I'm trying to push her to come back over here. Because I'm trying to fuck that ass, man. That would make her the 5th actual girl to have had sex. I've had sex with. It's not that bad.
Is that girl's name Rosalind? What's that girl's name? The one that you showed me one time?
Jocelyn?
Jocelyn.
What about her?
She has some nice tits on.
No, nice tits, nice ass. Yeah, she was like the exact same height as me, from what I remember when I worked with her. You know.
No man had lost the U.S. title.
Jim Ross conveniently brings up that fact on the one night where a United States champion loses his title at the Great American Bash. You jinxing dick.
We were in Matt Hardy's backyard.
Hope he stayed away from the lake. I heard it got contaminated by some supernatural force. Who am I kidding? We'll likely never hear about that again. I just now noticed it's been over 30 minutes since the opening pyrotechnics launched and nobody else has used any pyro for their entrance. So why is it still smoking in the arena? Was my jokes about smoking pot actually realistic here?
Shelton Benjamin can do things that no other ever has.
And yet WWE still doesn't see that potential even over a decade later. That's a very big shame given how amazing Shelton Benjamin is in the ring. In the midst of this United States Championship match, Shelton Benjamin figures now is the best chance at practicing his dental skills on Matt Hardy just in case wrestling doesn't work out.
Matt Hardy, president of ECW.
Which further makes it obvious that Shelton Benjamin is going to win the United States Championship from Matt Hardy due to the former status as a SmackDown wrestler. The WWE draft is great, but sometimes it really gives away the obvious winner.
But at risk, something does not pay off.
Wrestler who hits a high-risk maneuver the first time always fails to connect it the second time cliche. Honestly, Shelton Benjamin didn't need to do anything at all here because Matt Hardy was going to miss him completely in the moonsault attempt regardless. I guess you could say Matt inadvertently cost himself his own United States Championship.
And I was never supposed to be the top guy, the world champion.
And according to the way this World Heavyweight Championship run was viewed upon, CM Punk still isn't the top guy. Evan Bourne equals rating side. Boy, if only that were true. WWE mobile text voting. And also, how is there not a neither option when it comes to who we sympathize with more in the Edge Vicky Guerrero marriage fiasco?
Well, hi, Mark.
Change hands, the fuck.
How can any fan at ringside possibly fall for Mark Henry offering them to touch the ECW Championship belt when he's obviously the bad guy here? Here, go ahead and touch the gold. Psych! Mike Adamle, 10 cents to the counter just because it's Mike Adamle. I don't need any other reason for this. I'd be interested to see what Pro
Oh no, I thought you were talking about
this ECW Championship. Nah, who am I kidding? How can anyone give a shit about this? Tommy Dreamer actually believed that he could take down Mark Henry simply by grabbing his leg. When we say go after the legs, we mean keep them, because you sure as hell ain't strong enough to use your own strength to bring down Mark Henry like that.
Your strength standing in.
I still wonder how the hell WWE even let Mike Adamle on the commentary when he either has no idea what he's saying or he pauses between sentences every 2 seconds.
Henry trying to.
Funny how Mark Henry is the world's strongest man, yet has problems keeping Tommy Dreamer down when he has his hands wrapped around Tommy's head.
Henry the Power.
How sad the once violent ECW has become, reduced to a 5-minute match where the audience couldn't give two shits about it. Colin Delaney looks to attack Tony Atlas for getting himself involved in the match and then says, understandable, have a nice day, when Tony said, I was just kidding, man. What an idiot.
Henry.
Oh no, Colin Delaney turned his back on Tommy Dreamer. What an amazing plot twist we got. I can't wait to see where this leads. Oh look, it's over already.
He believes his legacy is at stake.
Wrestler believes that his legacy is at stake cliche, typically heard from practically everybody who competes on pay-per-view.
I'm not hurt.
When you really think about it, Shawn Michaels technically deserved everything that happened to him at the hands of Chris Jericho this summer. Damn it, you gotta be rooting for the bad guy here, WWE. Who cares how awesome the pyrotechnics look for Chris Jericho? Let's cut to the crowd watching instead. When you see Shawn Michaels make his entrance but doesn't dance around like he normally does, that's when you know shit is about to hit the fan. And I love it. About 1 minute of Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels slowly approaching just to stare at each other before the bell rings. And why hasn't the bell rung? Both wrestlers are already in the ring, ready to go for this match. Chop chop.
Hits the bottom rope that'll force the break.
Now that you mentioned the rope breaks, I have a question. By this point, we have seen a full-on singles match between these two at Judgment Day, eye injuries, and glass shattering. So how are we not giving this some no-holds-barred stipulation?
Feels that he was swindled out of the Intercontinental Championship.
Well, I mean, he technically was. At Night of Champions, Shawn Michaels put himself on the ring apron to distract Chris Jericho, which allowed Kofi Kingston to take advantage and win the Intercontinental Championship. So in essence, Chris has a good reason to feel swindled out of the title by Shawn.
Taking his spot, Shawn Michaels.
I was going to remove a sin for the hilarious way the Atomic like drop was connected on Chris Jericho, but unfortunately, Sean being a dick to Chris's Jericho's kicked in, and I gotta go the other way. Still funny though. Always cool to see the walls of Jericho locked in, but Chris is in a position where he's not exactly putting any sort of pressure on Sean's back here, so I don't know if I should be worried about Sean potentially submitting.
There's no one in the heart of a heartbreak.
Haha, fuck you.
On my way up with spicy chicken joy.
Let's be honest here, even if Shawn Michaels did not hang on to the ropes, Chris Jericho was not in any sort of position to successfully connect his code breaker. Barely had a grip on Shawn's hair.
No, I'm gonna go in here.
Heel wrestler is thrown into his own manager cliche, or in Lance Cade's case, Chris Jericho's protege. That has gotta suck when you perform a high-risk moonsault outside the ring, but both your targets are in the wrong position, causing you to take the worst of the damage due to the impact. Even from this camera angle, I could tell that Chris Jericho's elbow was nowhere near Shawn's eye, yet it somehow cut his head open in the eye.
Bro, would you
I
get on the ring with the
toward
Big Show?
waiting. Also, maybe that's the reason why WWE
you would.
decided to stop the blade.
If you ask these questions, I feel like you would be the one.
Bro, I'm just asking you.
Doesn't make sense how they can
Oh, well.
not even getting hit there.
What?
Never mind.
Well, technically not a cross.
I thought it had some far, but
because
never
his
mind.
arms are not even crossed over.
Oh, here we go.
Have to go with calling it a cross neck. The last 3 minutes of this match were actually scary. I'm not gonna lie. Shawn Michaels bleeding all over the place while Chris Jericho constantly attacks the injured eye. Shawn begging the referee not to stop the match. It's amazing to watch. For the last 3 minutes, I'll take 3 cents off. Sean, you may want to be careful. We may not be in the PG era yet, but we're also not exactly in an R-rated era either. Honestly, I gotta take another sit off because once the match is over and Chris Jericho is
I would
gone,
get
you
in
can
the
just
ring with
feel
the
trauma
Diva.
from the audience. It's a bloody Shawn Michaels.
You know
in
you
the back. My God, this is insane.
He crossed boundaries that you just don't do.
But let's completely ignore the boundaries I crossed by cheating on Vicky Guerrero almost instantly before our wedding. What Triple H did was totally far worse than boundary crossing.
What kind of a pervert puts a camera in another man's hotel room?
A bigger question is, how the hell did you not see the fucking camera in the first place? Based on the footage we see, it was clearly not hidden out of sight. What chance?
You've ruined my life. I know how to ruin yours.
Edge does not end up trying to give a Stephanie McMahon and flirt with her. Oh, he meant the WWE champion. I'm sorry, Force of Habit. Tonight, at the Great
Burped.
American Bash, we crowned the first ever
Smell?
WWE
Yeah.
Divas champion, introducing us to practically the worst design of any championship I've ever seen.
Was that the one we
I'm actually
saw
shocked
last
Michelle
time?
McCool and Natalya
No, that was
didn't
last
take
week.
the title
The
and
bad
instantly
design?
passed on the opportunity.
That was one of the bad designs, yeah.
Unfortunate situation.
Damn, even the commentators don't give a shit about the new WWE Divas Championship. Michelle McCool makes her entrance for this match, and Jim Ross instantly goes into the subject of Edge and Vicky Guerrero's marriage fiasco, which is somehow far more entertaining than what we are watching right now. How the hell did that happen?
Natalya countered by
What in the hell was that? Either Natalya was daring Michelle McCool to drop kick her, or Natalya's reflexes suddenly shut down for a moment.
Natalya's got that strength and power.
Wow, that move was actually effective. Natalya may have just found a great way to keep the advantage in her future matches. Yeah, she's never going to use that again. The only reason Michelle McCool got out of this was because Natalya chose to let go of her arms. And that's it. Could have kept her there until she submitted, but nope. Holy fuck! Not even the WWE itself cares about the crowning of the first ever Divas champion. Michelle McCool wins and doesn't even get 30 seconds to celebrate before Chris Jericho returns after we saw him like 15 minutes ago. I get that the Divas title itself looks like shit, but at least pretend you care about it. I gotta give this 20 cents.
Shawn Michaels had his last match.
In other words, this was not going to be Shawn Michaels' last match because the bad guy said it was. CM Punk successfully cashes in his Money in the Bank contract on Edge, but I'm actually wondering why Edge is not involved with this match. I get the brand exclusiveness here, but Edge does have a rematch clause that he chooses not to take advantage of. Just saying, it's a little flaw here. Oh my, why are you not entering last? You're the freaking champion! Dave Batista be like, sorry, I'm so used to the stage entrance being on the other side, not this mirrored version. The referee checks the wrestlers for weapons in this match, but not any of the other matches, cliche. That still bothers me. Dave must have been misbehaving earlier, and CM Punk kicks him in the butt as a punishment. He's gonna be
Didn't Kyle
grounded
say he wanted
next.
a body like Batista?
Yeah, but I feel like I can see more of John Cena's
We are
body
literally 1
than
minute into the
Batista's
match, and
body.
Dave is upset because a single boot to CM Punk's face didn't finish him off. Underestimating opponents, no matter how small, is a bad idea.
Sorry, the jaw. Punk gonna kick it.
Jesus, if Dave is getting frustrated because CM CM Punk is kicking out of every small movie connects, I'd hate to see what he'd look like if the Batista Punk doesn't get the job done.
He's tired of playing with CM Punk.
Oh, is that what he's been calling it this whole time? Playing with CM Punk, but getting mad because Punk keeps kicking out of everything he does? Throughout this entire pinfall, Dave's shoulder is clearly off the canvas, as you can see in this shot, yet the referee chooses to ignore it and continues to count anyway. I don't know what's more sad, the quality of this match or the fact that CM Punk only retained his World Heavyweight Championship against Batista due to Kane showing up. Regardless, I'm still giving it 5 cents. Also, the referee called for the disqualification because he saw Kane attack Batista, which would grant him as the winner of the match.
Mayor,
However, the
right,
actual
on
result
Knoxville,
was labeled as a
Tennessee?
double disqualification, despite
He
Kane
is.
not attacking CM Punk
Not
until
to
it was
mention-
already over. How does that make any
I
sense?
mentioned he also knows Spanish.
Yeah.
Well, because
Does he have like an accent, like a
no, he it's because his family, like his dad was in the military, so he was an army brat, so they always move from place to place, and he spent time in Spain. He lived in a little island that was inhabited, or that's considered part of Spain. He learned Spanish from right there, so he speaks like Spaniard Spanish, you know. But yes, Kane actually knows Spanish. Although that's something I've never heard myself. I've never heard him speak Spanish. What?
Bro, do you press the button so quickly at the same time? Like, are those the only buttons right there?
When you get a car, you'll know yourself.
No, but like, are those the only buttons there? Like the windows?
No, there's a few others for
Because
others.
how do you get it like on point like this?
I know this car, but yes, there's a
Instead
few other.
of like looking for them, just go right.
Well, yeah, I know what I'm fucking doing with this. I know damn well what I'm doing with this. All right, here we go.
Well, I gotta admit, that was humorous and random for Kane to suddenly kick a cameraman in the face. I'm still pissed off that this
The
world
fuck?
title
Just
match is
kick the
treated as a
cameraman?
joke, so I'm in no mood to remove any sins here. Guarantee you actually thought I wasn't going to remove a sin from my kill switch after I didn't do it earlier. Probably even had some scathing comments for me breaking Sin's tradition. Haha, gotcha! After this post-match assault, Batista is still somehow considered a babyface despite the obvious heel assault. And CM Punk wasn't being a heel either during this build-up. I believe that John Cena got smashed head-on by JBL's car about as much as I believe that Vince McMahon blew up in his limousine a year ago. In other words,
Batista doesn't have a
zero.
baby
Obviously,
face,
John
bro.
Cena moved out of the way.
No.
He has a
but still.
face. They throw a pun in there, huh? This man smile, bro. No, he has a weird face.
No. Okay, when he says babyface, it's because in wrestling terminology, babyface means the good guy, and then what the fuck?
What?
Is this guy following me?
Pretty
He didn't
fast.
stop right there the way he was supposed to.
Really?
He was supposed to stop, and he's still
Pretty
pursuing
fast.
me.
He's going pretty fast.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Are we being followed or something?
What the fuck? Why is it going so fast?
I don't fucking know. I don't know what his problem is.
Like, is he gonna overpass you?
I don't know, but I'm moving out of his fucker's way. Fucking asshole.
Oh, he just wants to go quickly.
Okay, but in wrestling terminology, babyface means good guy, heel means bad guy. So when you hear someone say baby,
Healed.
heel,
Why?
H-E-E-L, that's just the terminology they've come up with in order to describe someone who's a good guy and who's a bad guy. Babyface is good guy, bad guy is heel. You know, that's their
I
terminology.
heard of that before, but I never understood what it meant.
Yeah, that's what it means. Babyface is good guy. heel is bad guy. That's what it always means. Now again, that's like a wrestling terminology. Like that's like an insider thing, you know. Son of a tit basket.
Part of Granada Hills, did you sleep?
Part of what?
Granada Hills, did you sleep? Oh, no, it was SCV, right?
Yeah, I was in SCV. Like, thankfully, I had my jacket, so I used that as a blanket.
Yeah.
So,
But was it cold in the morning? Like, or in the night?
not as cold as I thought it was going to be. It was cold, but not as cold as I thought.
Yeah.
Man, it was uncomfortable. I was very uncomfortable as fuck.
What time did you get back home?
Like around 9:30 to 10, like around there.
In the night?
Yeah.
What
around
did you
there.
do all day?
Well, I was trying to fix my phone because that issue with the phone happened again. And then afterwards, like, I made some breakfast, and then obviously, then I went to go, like, I think we hung out that day, didn't we? No, we didn't. No, so I just stayed at home. I just stayed at home most of the day. I didn't go out because after all the driving that I did, I was just like, fuck it, I needed a break. I needed
exhausted or what?
Yeah, I was exhausted, and I just wanted to lay down. Because after laying down in here, like, I just needed to lay down in my own comfortable bed. And after that, like, I went to sleep, like, around, like, 11 or 12. Like, around there is when I went to bed. Well, that
It's a
was-
good bed to fuck someone, bro.
Well, my bed?
Yeah, it's like...
I've done
What,
it
is
all.
it a queen size or a king?
No, it's full.
Oh.
That's a full size. Seriously, that bed is fucking amazing. I've already had sex on that bed. Are you kidding me? I've had sex loads of times on that bed.
Yeah. With who?
Laura.
Oh, yeah, when she slept over, huh?
Yeah,
What?
Laura. That one Mexican lady I told you about.
Mexican lady? A MILF?
Yeah, the redhead who smokes.
Was she, like, attractive? Somewhat attractive? Or does she just have, like, a nice body?
She was somewhat attractive, but chunky as hell. Well, not super chunky, but
Fat
she was.
ass.
No, she wasn't like she had like a little bit of chunk. She still looked a bit good for what she was, but she was like, you
How
know.
old was she? Like, in her 40s?
Yeah, in her 40s, yeah.
Like, did she have a nice ass? Nice tits?
Yeah. Tits, not as much, but ass, yes. Okay, so.
I would smash.
Yeah. Oh, but I had sex with her. I had sex with Laura. I had sex with Mimi. No, not Mimi. No. That redhead MILF. And there was like this.
That was a Mexican, right?
Huh?
The Mexican, the redhead?
Yeah, the redhead Mexican. Yeah, that was the one. This one, like that one non-binary one I fucking told you about.
Oh, this is smells. Oh. This one smells horrible. Oh. Did you smell it?
Is it still there?
I don't know. Let's see. From my end, it is. I don't know about you.
No, I'm being serious. Like, is it?
But go ahead. Is it gone? This is- So you were saying about the redhead? So that's the
it's not.
Mexican. Then you say you fucked the non-binary.
No, a non-binary. Like, okay, it was a tranny, but she fucking identified as non-binary, but I just still fucking call her tranny. I think there might have been one other person. I think. Yeah, I think there was like one other person. Yeah. Oh yeah, this Indian tranny.
Yeah.
I think I'm missing someone here, and I think it was like 4 or 5 people. It was like
you said she only gave you head, right?
The Indian?
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with the non-binary one. It was a similar thing. I didn't go full.
I kind of. Does it still smell?
The smell came back.
I didn't fart. I think the smell just stayed in the back here.
I'm gonna get you some probiotics. Like Kyle's actually taking some probiotics so that he doesn't fart or burp a lot. Because like that's not.
I actually like farting, bro.
Okay, Vince.
So like.
Okay, Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon. What the fuck? Does he
Dude.
does he fart a lot?
Dude, he loves farting. Are you kidding me? Like he hates sneezing, but he loves farts. Because sneezing, he can't control it, and he always likes to be in control. So he likes to fart. Like even CM Punk once talked about how when they were on Vince's private jet, like one night he couldn't sleep and he was on his way to the bathroom, and then he just heard Vince McMahon just like farting and laughing.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he was just farting.
So he knew what's his name? CM Punk.
What's up?
CM Punk, right? Was him?
No, that CM Punk said that Vince McMahon was the one who likes to fart. Yeah. Because again, this happened when they were on Vince's private jet.
Yeah, I wanna fuck what's it called? Freaking like Latina, like the big ass, like the cougars.
Yeah.
Those I wanna fuck one of them.
Yeah, well,
pretty chubby ones with the fat ass.
I kind of beat you in a land to it, technically.
Yeah.
Because Alan kind of wants it himself, but I beat him to it and I beat you to it.
Yeah.
Hell, I even beat Roger to it. Even though Roger is not really as interested in
my
that.
number one desire would be a BBW Asian chick. Second, an Asian chick. Doesn't necessarily have to be BBW.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Back to the thing.
The ring introductions have ended and the match has begun. Before the entrances took place. And also, what do we need entrances for if this match is taking place in a freaking parking garage? Also, this match is labeled as a New York City parking lot brawl, but takes place in a parking garage instead. Sure, that can qualify as a parking lot, but it would have been a lot cooler to see them fight at the outside lawn. Whenever JBL competes in the ring, he wears his traditional wrestling gear. But when he's in a much more deadly fight in a parking lot involving cars, glass, and other weapons, he wears a full suit and tie. Wouldn't you want to keep your suit clean and away from destruction? It doesn't once register to JBL that John Cena is more than likely hiding in one of the cars for a chance to run him over, and he continues to stand in front of all the cars. I put myself in a safe position away from the chance of getting run over if I were him. But because JBL is putting his entire focus on that red card, then it's pretty obvious which car John Cena is hiding in.
Powerful?
One behind him. Also, watch this clip.
Oh, but don't you like farting too?
That made JBL turn around and face the
Honestly, I really
direction
don't.
of where John Cena is located.
I know you're joking around about that shit, man, but I don't really like doing it, honestly. Like, I'm gonna get in that probiotic that Kyle told me about.
Yeah.
Like, he even sent me a picture of it and everything. I'm gonna get on it so that way I don't keep farting and burping because I really don't like it. Like, it's just I don't like it. Like, I really don't like it.
Isn't it better to release your gas though?
Well, sometimes it could also be signs of a problem as well. It can also be signs of a problem, you know. Like maybe you have parts in you that need to be, detoxed and everything. So there you go. So it's not always a good thing, you know.
Honestly, what's stopping JBL from simply getting the jumper cables off his layfield? It's not like John Cena made it impossible to do so. And when your balls get hurt, your first instinct is to quickly get whatever hurt them off immediately.
Like
but JBL just sits there in pain and lets this happen.
No, that would be...
Isn't he like if he was a toy, wouldn't he look like Woody?
No, that would be this black dude named Byron Sexton. Him.
I'm sorry, but
What?
no. You
He's the one who looks more like a Woody doll because he has the
No, Woody-
inoffensive face.
No, I mean, like, you know which Woody I'm talking about, right?
Well, you took
Toy Story.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying he looks more like Woody than JBL.
Oh.
Again, he has that same blank, inoffensive face, you know, because that's what, like, when Woody is in his default state,
Yeah.
he has a blank, expressionless, you know,
Wasn't he
inoffensive
smiling?
face.
Isn't he smiling? In his
This guy, Byron Sexton, he definitely looks more like fucking Woody than JBL does. Yeah, a black dude looks more like him than that.
That's weird, bro. What?
Again?
Didn't fart, bro?
When you do it
Probably
once,
the smell, bro. So,
when you do it a lot, man, it really gets me like paranoid like that.
it's more impressive how you can get to a button like accurately.
Well, because
Like, you don't look for them, you just go right away. Go.
I know this car for many years, man. I know how this car operates.
Celebration is always a sin. John Cena has run headfirst into glass so many times and still isn't bleeding. I'm starting to think that's not even real glass anymore. And if they were never going to use real glass, then don't try and defy logic. Why aren't they even playing John Cena's music? He lost the match. These results are somehow not 100% in favor of Edge, because while Edge may be disliked, Vicky Guerrero
What,
is
bro?
hated, especially throughout 2008.
Is the smell still
Edge
here?
probably has that pissed off look on his face because he went out to the ring.
Vicky
without
farted,
proper
man. He's getting
Bro,
old.
I'm not farting, bro.
Starting to get a little
Fox,
excessive,
I still
though.
don't give about the number of fans in his
Bro,
ring.
I saw I
Nothing has
didn't
changed
fart,
over
bro.
here yet.
That's fine.
I didn't fart this time.
Jim Ross and CM Punk
Probably
also
the
had a
smell's
heated
still
debate
here.
backstage following the conclusion of this event, since JR referred to the WWE Championship as the richest prize, while CM Punk declared the Big Gold World Heavyweight Championship as the richest prize. So in other words, the ring canvas will be very forgiving to whoever crashes upon it. Thanks for the likely unintentional wisdom. Yikes, that crash into the barricade must have hurt Triple H immensely. It's just a shame the camera was way too close to the action, causing us to be squished along with him. Edge likely knocked out Hunter on the outside of the ring, then proceeds to pose in the ring while he waits to see if Hunter can get back in the ring before the 10 count. But he forgot that he can't win the WWE Championship by a count out. I would say that crash into the announce table looked brutal, but Hunter hardly even got lifted an inch off the ground in that attempt. We should have had a C. I agree. There should have been an option C on the mobile text voting for who we sympathize with more. That option C being, who gives a shit? We're not at the end of the ruthless aggression era until the end of this night, so we still could have put that up there. Here's what I don't understand. Edge calls that move the Edgecution, has been calling it that for quite some time. So why is Jim Ross the only commentator who just calls it the Impaler DDT, while everyone else calls it by Edge's modified name? I'm just gonna guess that Jim Ross is not even going to refer to that move as the Edge-O-Matic at all. I don't think this is Alicia Fox trying to help Edge. She just wanted any excuse to hold the WWE Championship belt and declare herself the new champion. History has been made, folks.
Well, it was almost made.
At the right moment, or Alicia Fox turned around too early. Either way, the result is Alicia waiting for almost 3 seconds for Vicky to connect a clothesline on her when she easily could have moved out of the way. Based off the reality of why Edge truly married Vicky Guerrero, this spear was most likely intentional, because regardless of the result, Vicky was going down, whether by herself or Alicia Fox and the referee getting speared into her. Interesting instant clip there.
Oh, here's a good one. The WWF,
1992.
the Royal Rumble, when it was called the WWF of 1992.
Oh, I get those freaking bumble ads all the
Del
time.
Taco's jumbo
Yeah.
shrimp, wrapped up with fresh cabbage, pico de gallo, secret sauce.
Why don't you find what you're looking for on Bumble?
Don't say that.
Isn't that what they say? Find what you're looking for on Bumble. Why don't you find what you're
Obviously,
looking
these
for on
days,
Bumble?
everyone would have a fit if we knew who was competing.
Because
in
I'm
the
done with
Rumble
dating
match. But I
apps.
gotta remove a sin because WWF
Even
needs
Tammy?
to
You're not
always
going
get their
back?
intros out of the
Nope.
way and hop right into the action. Obviously, these days, everyone would have a fit if we knew who was competing in the Royal Rumble match. But I gotta remove a sin because WWF used to always get their intros out of the way and hop right into the action instead of taking 5 to 10 minutes.
I'm still taking everything on Ric Flair.
because I read the spoiled results before coming out here to do commentary with you. Behind that smile, you can definitely see Mr. Fuji say to himself, okay, the Orient Express failed to defeat the Rockers last year in the opening match of Royal Rumble. Here's to hoping we don't get embarrassed 2 years in a row. Boy, do I got some sad news for you. And Gorilla Monsoon is a dick. He doesn't even wait for Howard Finkel to complete his introduction of the new foundation before saying who it is.
Look at the pajamas on.
Hulk Hogan.
Scene does not contain Gorilla Monsoon getting up from his desk just to tell the new foundation that Bobby Heenan made fun of them wearing pajamas.
These are other wrestlers.
When Ric Flair walks down that aisle,
Wait a second, the Royal Rumble
These are
is
some
happening
you've
in
never heard
short
of.
Minutes from now, either the Royal Rumble
These
is
are-
the second
these are
match
guys
on
who were
the
around
card
during
for the pay-per-view,
Hogan's
or this
time.
is about to become the shortest Royal Rumble event to ever exist.
I don't know what number the guy's got.
Oh, I don't know, maybe because it's supposed to be a darn secret on who drew what number in the Royal Rumble match.
You weren't even born yet, huh?
Jim the Anvil Neidhart's booth
This was in
because
the-
they were made out of some
this was in the
material
early
that I'm too
90s.
lazy to figure out.
Watch this.
Owen Hart showing off his athleticism to a degree that most wrestling fans hadn't seen in the WWF by this point. Man really showed how the industry was starting to evolve even by 1992 standards.
Oh, you know I'm powerful, man.
Well, that just happened. Maybe Pat Tanaka should try again and see if running into Jim Neidhart a second time would work. I already know it's still going to look very funny. Yep, still funny, but at the same time you'd think Pat would actually try something else, like suddenly dropkick Jim's legs or something.
I'm wrestling at 113 temperature.
You'd be in the hospital with that kind of temperature, dumbass. Surprised that's not what Gorilla Monsoon said to Bobby Heenan. Still
Oh,
looking
yeah.
for censor and
Both
some
of those
people
guys
say
passed
WWF
away
are
years
perfectly
ago.
allowing others
All
to
of
say
them?
that in the same program.
Bobby Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon, yeah, they've been long been dead.
I think I've heard of Bobby Heenan, but
Yeah,
not
Bobby the Brain Heenan
yeah.
was his name. Bobby Heenan.
Yeah, but not on the Gorilla Monsoon.
The Gorilla Monsoon.
Yeah, I've never heard of him.
Yeah. And there's like one of the infamous interviewers was a guy named Mean Gene Okerlund.
Andre the Giant was around, right?
Yeah, I think he had passed away around this time, around the late 90s.
Just the Dusty Rhodes era too.
Kind of an
Yes,
unfair
this was
fight.
around
Flair was
Dusty
the WWF
Rhodes.
champion, but you
Did
just
you see how?
wasn't interested in
Oh no, you don't
idea.
watch
Back to that
WWE
different
anymore,
now.
huh?
Well, I've seen some bits of what goes
Oh,
on
because
here
I
and there.
saw freaking Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, no, he's been wrestling since 2007.
Yeah,
You know, he's been around for years, and I know now is like he's
'cause I
kind of
saw a clip of John Cena and The Rock like
well,
beating his ass until he's like bleeding.
yeah. For the first time in over 20 years, John Cena is now a heel. When he was first, when he first started his career, like in the early to mid 2000s, he was a heel. But then from 2005 onwards, he was a baby face.
Yeah.
You know, so he was a good guy, and he holds the Guinness World Record for being a good guy for over 22 years, and I forgot what the rest of it. But yes, he's been a good guy for that long period of time, even though he doesn't really do things a good guy would do.
Yeah.
Like he's someone wants to.
Because he was pretty hated for a baby face.
Yeah, he was somebody once described him as chaotic neutral with what's it called, with delusions of lawful good when he really is not.
Yeah.
Not to mention there are many wrestlers who from the late 2000s to the early 2010s who've gone on to record to talk about what kind of person John Cena really is. You know, like this wrestler who's around in like the early 2010s was like once went on an interview talking about how John Cena was like, you know, backstage, you know, behind the scenes. Hold on, this motherfucker. This one's now a tranny. I'm not kidding you. This one's a tranny.
Fuck. That masculine? He's a tranny?
Yeah. His real name is like his wrestling name was Tyler Rex. Real name was Gabriel Tuft, but now goes by the name of Gabby Tuft, Gabriella
How
Tuft.
does he look right now?
I'll show you in a bit. But yeah, this is what they this person transitioned in 2020.
Alex Riley.
Listen,
When Alex was with Miz and doing his thing, Cena wanted him to come on the bus, dude. Like Cena
This is
got
them
his own
talking
bus,
about
like,
Cena,
every show.
how he was
And,
behind the scenes.
Kylie was getting initiated, and he was just there was so much drinking. Like Kevin just couldn't hang, dude. He was like, I can't even perform, bro. Like I'm on my deathbed, bro. He's like, one night we're walking out, and Kylie's there, and Cena's like, Riley, let's go. I say Kylie because his name's Kevin Kylie, guys. You guys know him as Alex Riley, but I know him as Kylie. So he's like, Riley, let's go. And Kevin's just like, dude, I'm gonna ride with so-and-so. And I'm like, no, you're going with me. He's like, oh, man, I promised so-and-so I'd drive for him. He's like, no, get on the bus right now. And Riley's like, I just need a break, dude. And Sheena looks at my dad, and that was the end of Riley, dude. After that, he was buried. Like, he lost everything that day. Alex.
Yeah, that was how Cena was. Like, he was kind of like how Hulk Hogan and many other wrestlers were backstage, you know. By the time the 2000s, by the time the 2000s rolled around, like, you know, a lot of like people who were in control backstage kind of faded out. What I meant by that is that way back in the day, like behind the scenes, there'd be a lot of wrestlers who would kind of like form their own little groups, and like if they recognized their own star power, they would use that in order to like keep the championship belts on them, or you know, or whatchamacallit, like keep the championship belts on them, like if they were world champion or something, or you know, put themselves in better positions. You know, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage, and the Ultimate Warrior were examples of that. You know, and then in the 90s, there was a group called The Click that was formed. That group was made of the wrestlers of Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, X-Pac, who was back then known as the 1-2-3 Kid, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H, you know. They were called The Click, and they wielded considerable power backstage, and they dictated a lot of stuff, even though Vince McMahon was still in charge. But this is like in a locker room setting. They, you know, they kind of like, you know, were constantly putting themselves on top, like trying to see, you know, of keeping themselves like champ, you know, the world champs and everything, you know. That's the thing with wrestlers throughout the 80s, 90s, and even into the mid 2000s. Like a lot of them, you know, they constantly would like, you know, like how the matches get decided is by booking, you know, because obviously, you know, like how that whole thing is scripted and predetermined and all that. They would get booked a lot, like, you know, sometimes they'd be booked to win or sometimes they'd be booked to lose the title. So they'd always, with their considerable star power, would often convince the bookers like, hey, I want to keep the belt on me. I want to keep the belt, you know, I want to still be the champion and all that, you know. But only after certain circumstances occurred that they'd be like, okay, fine, I'll lose it. You know, I'll drop the belt to this person, you know. Nowadays, you don't really see that sort of thing happening. Nobody, like in the modern era of wrestling, they don't do that anymore. You know, they're just like, okay, if I have to drop it to so-and-so, okay, fine. You know, I'll do it, you know. They don't really have as much of an issue. But back then, yeah, that's how they used to be. They'd be like, hey, I want to keep the belt on me and all that, you know. Then and what else? And like when I say into the mid 2000s, because that's when Triple H was the world heavyweight champion. He was from 2002 to 2005. That time period was known as his reign of terror, because that's when at the time he was world heavyweight champion, and he buried a lot of dudes who could have benefited from being world champion, and he just hogged it all for himself, you know, because of the fact that he was married to the boss's daughter, and he was allowed to like have a lot more say, you know. So he so that's examples of like that sort of thing. Like again, nowadays, like in the modern wrestling, that like, you know, where people are saying like, hey, I want to keep the belt on me, yeah, that's kind of a thing of the past now, you know. I mean, it's pretty rare when you see a modern wrestler who, like, you know, when they become champion, like they're like, okay, they want to keep it on them, you know. Not that they're not proud to be champion, but you know, back then they used to really hog it to themselves, whereas now they're just like, okay, if they realize, okay, if this is how it goes, then all right, they'll let it go like that. But yeah.
So I wanted to see this guy.
Oh, Gabby Tuft. This is how that motherfucker looks now. If you fucking will load, you son of a bitch. Pinche hueputa. Yeah. Person's name is Gabby Tuft. Still has a shit ton of mass, of like muscle mass. Got boob job and facial feminization. I'm not kidding. This motherfucker really transitioned. I mean,
see how he talks?
Yeah, this is how that person fucking. Yeah, how she talks. It's hard to believe that this is the same person as that. But then again, Tyler Ricks wasn't really a big deal in WWE back then. Yeah, but back then, yeah. this person wasn't really that big
8
of a star.
minutes, 4 different types of burgers for under $8. Let's go. 1 package of ground turkey, 1 egg, grated Parmesan, 1 tablespoon garlic salt from Costco. Measure with your heart. Onion
This has now
powder,
become like a
flour,
fitness
seasoning salt.
influencer.
Measure with your soap.
It's like, you know, as long as they're keeping healthy, you know.
You can add breadcrumbs, but we're going to use oat flour. We're going to use 1/8 of a cup. Avocado oil spray. Get that pan warmed up.
It's crazy.
8-minute option
For real.
transformation.
Same seasonings, garlic salt.
Yeah, well, this took place over a period of 4 to 5 years.
Exactly how I use my
Because now this person is like this, but like when they first started,
4
no,
minutes
not even
in.
close.
8-minute veggie burger, black beans.
She has the same,
Parmesan
like,
cheese, garlic salt.
exact tattoos.
Easy, right?
That's the same team says from when she was known as Gabe.
Burger, keto style lettuce wrap burger. Add any veggies that you want. 8 minutes, 4 different types of burgers for under $8.
She did recently start to go back into the wrestling ring. Like she's working, like she lives in Texas now, and is like doing wrestling for like a local indie. Like when I say indie, they mean like that means independent, for like an independent wrestling promotion or wrestling show. I forgot what it was called, but it's out in Texas. And she lives out there.
It's
like,
crazy that like any of us can like transition in a few years or look completely.
not all of us. I will say this: not all of us can do that. You know.
Well, you mean like our body won't like accept
I mean, some will look good with it. Not that our bodies won't accept it, but like it can accept it. But like some do look good. Others not so good. You know. No, others, they do not look as good. It's like I kind of look at that and I think, fucking hell, they should have stayed the way they were before.
Yeah.
You know, but I can't really you know, disregard gender dysphoria like that. You know.
Yeah.
And but still, you know, it's just really. But yeah, it's interesting how the human body can do that under a period of a few years. But yeah, like technically you can do that, but it's a matter of if you're gonna do it, you have to be 100% in sync. You have to know fully, like again, the gender dysphoria thing. You have to know fully within your heart this is what you want, because once you do it, there ain't no going back, man.
Yeah.
Because there are stories I have seen of people who have detransitioned, and you already know this. You know, I could list them all off.
Yeah.
You know, but that sort of thing is not something. That's not a road you take lightly. That's something you have to know fully in your heart and deep within your soul.
Yeah.
If you want to do it, because once you do it, ain't no going back. You know, or even if you do go back, you won't be the same. You won't be the same.
No.
You know. So that's like, it's incredible how the human body can do that.
Yeah.
But again, this is more of a mind over matter kind of thing. You know. But yeah, Gabby, when she was in WWE, wasn't really that big a deal. Wasn't really that well known. You know, did do some stuff here and there, but was only in from like 2009 or 2010, I think it was, and then like was in all the way until like 2014.
Yeah.
Then like she started like she was still Gabriel. Started weightlifting like a motherfucker, like put on hella muscle mass and shit, like became jacked as fuck.
Yeah.
You know? And I was like, oh shit, this is fucking bangers, man. I mentioned, dude, this person was, okay, here's the thing about this person. This person was married and has a kid. Like she has like a 10 or 12-year-old daughter or something like that.
Yeah.
And I swear, the wife, Priscilla is her name. Holy fucking shit. She is super fucking gorgeous, man. Priscilla is... Oh, fuck. She's hot as fuck. I did follow her on Instagram, actually. Like on my old account, I did. I think I still got it. Hold on. Where's that son bitch at? Okay. This is, Priscilla. Okay, but no, there's actually other pictures of what this person fucking looks like and shit. Hold on. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna... Wait, was it Victoria? I think it was. No, is it Victoria?
A few times that we've been up here, there's been like people we haven't seen.
Actually, I did come up here once recently. Oh no, when I Yeah, I did come up here once by myself, but there was nobody here. So, yeah, so we have it pretty easy for right now. We'll be out. This time I'll make sure we don't stay too late, because I know the other times, like, we say we're going to not be out here too long, but then we end up being here a pretty long time. So, I'll be careful this time around. Okay. Son of 2 tit baskets. Hold on. Okay. This is what his now ex. This is what her now ex-wife looks like. That's Priscilla. Who can, like? Come on. Don't tell me you wouldn't hit that. Like, this woman is drop dead fucking gorgeous, man. What? Dude, she has nice tits, nice ass, like, nice body. Like, come on. Like, come on. Seriously, she is fine as fuck. Oh, come on. Look at those tits. Look at her tits, man.
Yeah, she has decent tits, but...
Holy fuck! Jeff Farr! Yeah, I said Jeff Farr. But yeah, that right there, motherfucker, that's fine as fuck. But yeah, that's what that person looked like as, trying to, like, that one also kind of made news. Like, when she first, like, transitioned, like, that was news, you know what I'm saying? That was, like, that was something that really hit the
What
news.
does she think?
What?
Her about it?
Oh, the wife?
Yeah,
I mean,
transitioning.
she was supportive of it, but they separated. They got divorced, but they still keep in touch, you know.
Oh, yeah.
The daughter, like, although I can't imagine how the daughter, like, how their daughter must feel about that, you know. Hey, here's my dad, and he now transitioned to is now a trans person, you know. That's that right there. That has to hit hard, honestly. But I mean, although honestly, I don't think they should have divorced. I think they should have just stayed together, especially because I've seen a few instances like that where regular guy, like, it's a normal straight couple, like, you know, guy and a girl and all that, and then the guy transitions and becomes trans. Like, I've seen that before, you know what I'm saying? And, like, it works for them. Not always, but for some it works. I've seen 3 couples that are like that, you know? But, hey, I know not everybody can handle that life. So, you know, it's all a matter of how it is. Oh, boy. So, you sure you're all good? You don't got nothing else on your mind?
I mean, I already told you about
Yeah.
the last time.
The last little weird incident.
So you did say something like an update. Like, is it a valuable update or is it just like a minuscule one?
Somewhat minuscule. To be perfectly honest with you, it's rather minuscule. I mean, good considering I haven't heard anything in months, but relatively minuscule, all things considered. you know.
Well, because like we had to like cut it short, so like I would have wanted at least to be like important, you know, something like
Yeah, something big, you know. But
yeah, that's
still
what
be-
like kind of
to be
bothered me.
yeah, but like I said, all things considered, like, you know, like it is relatively, you know, it is a minuscule update, but still something is better than nothing, I suppose, you know. Well, still, I'm going to, later on, I'm going to speak with Juany Boy, and I'm going to get more info regarding it.
And like my the reading that Juan gave me, it almost feels like a dream.
Yeah. I completely understand that, man.
Like you understand, right? Like why?
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Yeah, no, I understand. I do.
He did say I would be hoeing around and wanting to fuck and stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, just be prepared for a lot, you know. Just be prepared. That much I will say.
Prepared.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Just, I don't know. I just want to say, just for the hell of it.
Is it jerking off?
No. It's because they're fucking watching a UFC fight, so that's why these dudes are like that. It's from my friend Corey from Cardinal Health.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from that dude. Like, I'm actually, this is the first time in a long time that I've texted him. I'm gonna kick back before I head out.
But I'm gonna try to get some bodies, bro.
Yeah, I know you will.
Bro, you could have had that Alexis chick on top of you like this, right?
Yeah, well, if I wasn't broke, I fucking...
Why didn't you, like, no, but that time, like, why didn't you let her, like in that position, just let her, like, ride you?
Dude, because she's way too fucking big. Like, seriously, like, I'm not even fucking kidding you. Like, she's fucking fat as hell. You know?
Bro, just, like, not jump on your dick, like, ride it.
Yeah, but still, like, and besides, like, the car was too small anyways. You know, the car, there wasn't enough room. Like I keep saying, there was
Like,
no
if it
room.
was, like, a nice bigger chick, you can fuck her here.
Well, that's a different thing, you know. But yeah, could have worked better. Did you flirt? Okay.
A nicely figured Asian chick.
Yeah, I know.
thing that Joseph has one-upped me in currently is what's his name? Him and Giselle have been having like the same ships.
Them having the shit.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a while.
Well, I mean, it's not like you can always talk to her. Not to mention, you already know how she feels about him.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be around his punk ass either. You know.
Yeah, because I haven't seen her in almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because she works from like, she's been getting earlier shifts, so I haven't seen her in a while.
What about him?
I've seen him like sometimes he's like 2 hours in, like from when I show up or shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was right in that he almost got into a fight with somebody. I was right there. Because he almost did. Oh.
Yeah. And it's not like I'm close to anybody there, so I'm not close with anybody that's there.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah. Like I'm close with you and Juan, you know?
Yeah. Just not him. You know, not that fucker. Or there anyone else in there for that matter.
Like even like I'm not very close with her.
Yeah. Still, I mean, you're good with her, but just not close. Just fine.
Yeah, we're not. I mean, she considers me a friend, but like, hey, it's more of like for me, it's more of like a coworker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. You know, that's completely fine.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to get freaking and not like a freaking cougar, like a freaking Hispanic cougar.
Well, you go ahead and you do that, man. Just do whatever you gotta do. You know, if you feel
Fat
it's
ass.
yeah.
Pretty BBW, that's all.
Well, that's what you want. Just go for it. You know, just remember what you gotta do, and all that. You know.
What?
No, just like, you know, this will help you get over, you know, like a lot. You know, if you can get that, then good on you, man. Good on you.
Bye, bro. Bro, it was a small ass fart, bro.
It's honestly getting a little too much, man. You fart way more than I do. I don't even fart this much. Well, I mean, at least, even at home, like, I fart, but not nearly this much. Besides, I did say we weren't going to be out here long anyways, remember?
Yeah.
Oh. You can consider that kind of the waking up.
You got it.
Kind of. Kind of. Back to the WWF.
Conveniently, when Bobby Heenan demands that the bell be rung to end this match, someone in the crowd actually starts ringing a bell. Albeit a cowbell, but a bell nonetheless. So you got your wish, Bobby. I get that the referee had his attention on Jimmy Anvil Neidhart, but you mean to tell me that he didn't at least hear the snap-it sound of Owen Hart shattering Mr. Fuji's cane and didn't think to look at the sudden loud noise? Kato was an idiot in general for trying to pin Owen with the ladders that freaking close to the ropes. He's basically asking to lose the match with this lack of ring
said, are you alright?
What?
No, because I thought it. Oh, did you burp?
No. Oh yeah, I did burp. I didn't fart. Does it smell?
Nobody cares. That's your answer, Mountie. Nobody cares about win-loss records because then this would be the weirdest rigged system we've ever seen.
I don't know, heavy something.
Roddy Piper is a freaking national treasure. Every time he talks, it's funny, it's epic, and it's a sin remover.
It's been all wet, too. On that note, let's get back to ringside.
What? No, don't get back to ringside. Things were just starting to get good. Gosh darn it, Mean Gene. This Intercontinental Championship match between the Mountie and Roddy Piper is only 5 minutes long, but these pre-match shenanigans taking place feel like they're taking much longer. Mountie slips out of the ring, figuring this is good enough reason to turn his back on Roddy Piper, and by this point, he deserves to lose his championship after winning it less than 48 hours ago. Roddy Piper looks to deliver a running bulldog to the Mountie, but takes all the time in the world not doing it. Alright, I won't lie. Bobby Heenan trying to find an excuse to leave the broadcast table just to go see what number Ric Flair drew for the Royal Rumble match was very funny during this moment. Asking Gorilla Monsoon if he wanted a hot dog and a diet soda. Classic comedy.
113, you'd be dead.
Well, to be fair, there was that one dude who got a record 115-degree fever in 1980, and while he was hospitalized, he survived and still holds that world record today. So Bobby could be dead from a 113 fever, but there's a chance to survive too.
Atomic drop.
Judging by his gestures, even Roddy Piper knew that was stupid of the Mountie to jump over the top rope on his own accord. Jimmy Hart always gets tossed around all over the ring cliche, even if he messed up going over the top rope on this occasion. Post-match tasing.
Hulk Hogan, do you mind?
You couldn't have waited for Hulk Hogan to exit his dressing room before interviewing him? Lord Alfred Hayes could have potentially walked in on him naked, and that would not be good for TV.
Probably get the WWF title back.
Hulk Hogan is apparently allowed to say WWE, but not Gorilla Monsoon. Wait, I got censored too? This is my own fucking video. How am I not allowed to say WWE on my own? Oh my god! I'm sorry, I'm trying to focus on what Bushwhacker Butch is saying, but I keep getting distracted by Jameson eating his own tie, Mean Gene Okerlund ripping it out of his mouth. While he had the chance, Howard Finkel should have added in, so while this poem is in progress, please do not hesitate to stand up, head to the concessions, or use the bathroom at this time, because this is gonna bore the shit out of you. Sweaty head massaging. Disgusting. I mean, it's kind of how the Bushwhackers operate, but it's still disgusting. If this happened today, the Bushwhackers would have been canceled by Twitter almost instantly for licking children. Over 2 damn minutes of the Bushwhackers continuing to bushwhack their way around the ring, even after their entrance was already completed. Let's go, guys.
Has the bell rung to start this match yet?
About 3 minutes ago, actually. Don't worry, Gorilla. I too am very frustrated at the lack of action going on after the bell rung to begin the match. The Bushwhackers indeed got some scary cravings, as shown right here. Yikes, I'm shuddering a lot. The entire length of this tag team match is 15 minutes, but if you cut down the amount of posing, looking around, and taunting, you're literally left with a 3-minute match. Which means now is a perfect time to show the audience this far side of the arena instead of showing something interesting actually taking place in the match.
You're just unhappy because you can't manage the Bushwhackers. What?
I was just about to say what in the exact same way Bobby Heenan did, so thank you for doing this in for me.
I'm gonna leave a ring around your neck in a minute.
Gorilla Monsoon never does. Kind of a good thing, because that honestly sounded deadly. I'm honestly getting bored of the non-stop arguing amidst a poor tag team match that has little to no action in it. That one sad moment when the Genius slapping Jameson in the face was far more entertaining than anything that took place during the actual match, and that's a shame.
You hit you hard enough, you're still breathing.
Fuck you.
Outside.
You know, I never thought I'd see the day where someone tries to break up the pinfall when it's unfortunately too late. Too bad that I'm too pissed off to really care. Just glad this train wreck of a tag team match is over. Next, please. Oh, come on. I said please. That's the freaking magic word. Does that not apply to sending... Oh, wait, no, it doesn't.
Your tongues will be hanging out like dead deers.
Concerning as that threat may be, I gotta send hawk because the plural of deer is still deer, just like moose.
There's your new champions.
Premature declaration.
Those spikes.
Bobby Heenan complains about the spikes on the Legion of Doom's shoulders as if Animal and Hawk are going to wear them while the match is in progress. His complaint looks even more dumb, since we all know the spikes are just for the entrances and get removed before the match begins.
I don't care. Will you be quiet?
You can say that all night long, and he literally does. It still won't make Bobby Heenan shut up. Pointless to even attempt.
The Mountie winning, and also
I know I've addressed this before, but whoever the hell that asshole is with the cowbell, will you please put that away? It's annoying the hell out of me, and I'm still reeling from the frustration of the previous match, too.
on the top,
Good on Earthquake to interfere and prevent his team from losing. But you mean to tell me that Typhoon was seriously about to be defeated by a single clothesline from the top rope literally 45 seconds into this match?
Oh, never mind. The smoke came back.
Kind of a bad time to make that help by falling and I can't get up.
What was that?
Since Hawk is being brought back
What?
up. And he was gonna
I heard a smack. What was that? Did you hit yourself?
What?
I thought you hit yourself.
But I wish there was a
I heard a smack.
Whatever the hell is going on with Bobby Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon.
Like you smacked yourself. Like
Now that I'm single and putting myself out there, I found that the dating apps are not doing me any justice. I think.
yeah.
I'm adding in 10 more sins because there is no way in hell that anyone, especially Jimmy Hart, could be stupid enough to actually believe that count-out win gets you the championship as a result. This has been known rules for years, even for an event that's over 30 years ago. Jimmy Hart coming in and wow, the Natural Disasters locker room must be literally next door to the entrance to the ring because they got back from the ring within 15 seconds of heading behind the curtain. Jimmy Hart threatens to sue the company for the Natural Disasters now winning the World Tag Team Championship. That will definitely be the world's shortest lawsuit since the count-out rule would automatically win it for the WWF. I am losing so many brain cells from watching this backstage segment. Let's just get to the Royal Rumble match. Yes, I know that these interviews are pre-taped and not shown live, but it's really awkward to see Roddy Piper still sweating bullets from his match with the Mountie after it was over for nearly an hour. Probably should have shown this interview right after his match ended.
How did you fare in the Royal Rumble draw?
I think you mean how did he flare in the Royal Rumble draw? Okay, I'll just see myself out. Sorry about that.
Going out for entry number 3.
The cameras then immediately cut to Bobby Heenan flipping the broadcast table over and throwing a fit after being so hopeful that Ric Flair didn't draw such a low number. Oh my god, stop teasing us. You've already cut from one interview to the arena, to another interview, back to the arena, and then back to yet another interview. Lord have mercy on me. This is too much.
You're looking at the next.
We already seen a Ric Flair interview less than 2 minutes ago, and now we gotta see another one. I think we just got the confirmation that this guy's winning the Royal Rumble match and the WWF Championship. Good night, everyone. I am hearing Howard Finkel introduce the rules of the Royal Rumble match, Gorilla Monsoon practically agreeing with the rules, and Bobby Heenan complaining about Ric Flair being the third entrant. My head hurts so much right now.
The winner of this event.
Jack Tunney is literally repeating everything that Howard Finkel just said seconds ago. If he was always supposed to be the guy formerly introducing the Royal Rumble match to us, why not just have him be the ring announcer for this match? Also, it is still weird to see WWF events killing a lot of time just so they can make it to the 3-hour mark, which this event doesn't end up doing regardless. And then it's revealed that Sensational Sherry is actually the one who drew number 2, becoming the first woman to compete in the Royal Rumble match and having Ted DiBiase just be the manager in this case.
Every 2 minutes.
Commentator unknowingly states the rules of the match after we heard them hundreds of times already tonight, cliche.
The one who was able to shortest Bushwhacker Lou 4 seconds.
Actually, the one who holds the record for the shortest time of the Royal Rumble was the Warlord, as it happened in 1989, and he lasted 2 seconds. A record I personally believe he still has, even after 2009. Because remember, I counted the exact time and it was correct. Boy, that's gotta suck for someone who has been in the Royal Rumble for nearly an hour in the past, suddenly get eliminated before the third entrant even arrives. And just like that, Gorilla Monsoon just jinxed his own wishes. Well, you know what they always say, first time for everything, and because they keep hyping that fact up, they're not even keeping it a secret that Ric Flair is going to win this match. The British Bulldog actually falls for this.
What?
Jerry Sags is an idiot and deserved that elimination for standing on the apron and bragging that he hung on after
Just
going up
with
the
the
top
weird
rope.
my gums.
Ric Flair punches Haku several times and backs up and realizes that he's about to get his ass kicked.
Don't bullshit me, man.
I didn't fart, bro. I swear I didn't fart,
Even in
bro.
1992.
Well, it didn't come from me.
I thought you farted because I was like, what's wrong
Well,
with
it
you?
could.
fart?
No. No, it's because I went like this because I felt weird right here in my gums. I was like, I have this weird feeling in my gums, but. Well, I sure as shit didn't fart. You know me. You know I haven't farted at all. Hell, you're the. Okay, outside it stinks.
I think Bobby Heenan has completely lost it and he doesn't even know what's going on anymore. I sure as hell don't.
It's you, bro.
Oh.
Because you went like that right now.
As usual, is addicted to the
Man,
British
don't bullshit
Bulldogs.
me.
Cool when you know it's what Rick does, but it doesn't.
Smells like
pass the
Bakersfield.
sentence. Tito
Actually,
Santana is
yeah, it kinda
from
does.
Ric Flair from eliminating the British Bulldogs.
Yeah, it does smell like Bakersfield now, doesn't it?
Anyway.
You really messed Bakersfield.
I highly doubt that had anything to do with the way the Barbarian
I was
used
ready
Bobby.
to do
Just trust
some
me on that one.
mixing.
Shawn Michaels manages to kick Ric Flair in the gut, who completely no-sells it because he's getting punched in the face by Tito Santana. So many things are going on at once that it's almost impossible to keep track of. Shawn Michaels and his crazy overselling of moves. Probably didn't like the Texas Tornado, and that's why he oversold everything. I'm only saying that because I've seen the future of a certain SummerSlam main event. This is not the first or the second time that Tito Santana competed in the Royal Rumble match, yet it somehow hasn't registered to him that you can't win the match via pinfall. Repo Man reacted way too late from Tito Santana's punch. Lots of miscommunications taking place in the first quarter of the Rumble match. Yes, we get it. Nobody from numbers 1 to 5 has survived to the end of the Royal Rumble. Stop bringing it up all the time. Well, just declare Ric Flair the winner right here, right now. Copywriting Flairman. Damn, Gorilla Monsoon just had it. Jinx Davey Boy Smith's momentum. Wait to see what's talking about how long the British Bulldog has lasted so far. Out he goes. I find it hilariously convenient that so many wrestlers had the opportunity to eliminate Ric Flair with press slam maneuvers and choose to slam him on the ring canvas instead. Not what I would do if I were in there. First, Ric Flair reacted too early from that impressive swinging kick by the Big Boss Man, and then Boss Man missed his next punch completely. Pretty terrible match so far. Hopefully it picks up in the second half of it. Fucking what?
No, that's done. That does that sometimes.
Alright, that was funny. Roddy Piper knew that Ric Flair did not properly connect his atomic drop and poked him straight in the eyes to that epic reaction.
Thank you, Roddy.
Alright, the constant cheering of Ric Flair by Bobby Heenan has reached its course and needs to stop. It's gotten so repetitive by this point. I mean, why? After all, there are no disqualifications in the Royal Rumble match, so Hacksaw Jim Duggan can use the 2x4 as long as he wants and as much as he wants. Point me in the direction of the rule that says he can't do that, please. In this one shot of Roddy Piper fighting with Jim Duggan, they actually look like a father and son duo fighting each other since they're wearing the same outfits and have almost the same length of hair. Urban R. Scheister backs away from Jim Duggan and figures that turning his attention to another wrestler will make Jim say, understandable, have a nice day, and move on to someone else. Stop preventing eliminations of the Royal Rumble match. Seriously, why do they keep doing that all the time? Wait, what? Flair around the throat of Ric Flair? I'm pretty sure Gorilla meant to say the Undertaker's hand around the throat of Ric Flair, but he wasn't even close. Jake Roberts was in clear view of Macho Man Randy Savage when he slid out of the ring, yet Randy has no clue which way he left. Here's where I'm going to throw in an additional 15 cents. Randy Savage jumped over the top rope onto the floor, thus eliminating himself. The referees clearly saw it, and even instructed Randy to head back to the locker room, yet they allow Randy to resume his participation in the match for whatever stupid reason. Also, if anyone tries to excuse it by claiming that eliminations only count when you get eliminated by someone, then explain Andre the Giant's elimination of himself back in 1989. That's what I thought.
You have to be propelled by someone else.
Fuck no you don't. Don't give me that shit. Shall I once again ask you to explain how Andre the Giant eliminated himself in the Rumble match and wasn't allowed back in? About time the countdown clock appeared. It has literally been 5 minutes since Randy Savage entered the ring.
Yeah, accidentally.
Earlier, Gorilla Monsoon said that Rick Martel held their longest appearance of the Rumble record at 52 minutes, but claims Ric Flair surpassed that after just 45 minutes. And I know that Rick hasn't surpassed the 52-minute record because the match itself hasn't even lasted that long yet.
Undisputed WWF champion.
See what I mean about the censoring sometimes during the event, but not always? Either censor WWE or don't. It is somehow impossible for both IRS and Rick Martel to eliminate Ric Flair at the same time. I don't get it. Bobby Heenan constantly begging for the other wrestlers to let Ric Flair win has sent me to the point where I'm just going to add in another 5 cents. He's a great heel, but severely annoying in the wrong category if you ask me. Roddy Piper instructs Hulk Hogan to hit Rick Martel, which made the cameraman think that now is the time to switch gears and focus on Ric Flair instead.
People around here have nice cars.
Very nice cars, actually.
Because they're all like Mercedes, BMW, Teslas.
Okay. I'm just going to say this right now. BMWs, they're big motor wastes. They are crap. Well, because the carbon fiber.
My
Because
brother has a BMW.
dude, they make carbon fiber out of those, and I know that with those, like, those crack very easily. You know, they can't really go very fast distances because because they're made from carbon fiber, and carbon fiber is very fragile. So you fuck with those things wrong, yeah, you end up breaking those. I mean, still better than a Prius, but well, then again, dude, fucking Prius is expensive. Then again, that's the whole thing with hybrid and electric cars in general. Those things are very hard to maintain, you know. Those are very, like, okay, with something like this is normal. You know, this is fine. This is easy maintenance and everything. You know, you can do something, no problem. You can get this done quick. But with electric stuff, however, electric or hybrids, if you fuck up once with those, you screw the rest of it up. You know, that's just how it is when it comes to hybrids and electric cars. That's why the whole move, that's why I very much vehemently disagree with the whole move of switching to hybrids. Or, you know, or switching to hybrids or full-on electric cars. Like, I'm completely disagreeing with that.
Yeah.
Because, again, you fuck it up once and then you're screwed. When I was taking automotive class, I never had to work around electric. I never worked with electric. Everything was motor-based. You know, it was all just standard motor-based cars.
Because most people's arguments about that is like that gasoline cars are bad for the environment,
But you don't...
The freaking batteries and stuff, you need freaking oil and gas to make them.
Yeah, not to mention, like, the other thing is that, again, like, a lot of those... nobody ever thinks about the idea of electric pollution. Yeah. Electric pollution is also a thing, you know? It's not just gasoline pollution. There's electric pollution.
Yeah.
Oh, you tit basket. I don't know why this thing keeps breaking out like that. What's up? Hold on. I'm gonna let the rest of this finish, but I'm
some music.
Yeah.
Not tonight. I'm sure the referees are not going to allow Randy Savage to continue competing in the Royal Rumble match since this was his second time being eliminated in a single match. I think that might be a new record. Sure, it is historic that Ric Flair won the Royal Rumble after lasting an entire hour, winning the WWF Championship as a result. But I am not removing any sins here because Sid Justice got fucking screwed by a butthurt Hulk Hogan. Sid eliminates Hulk fair and square, which prompts Hulk to cost Sid the match. Historic moment ruined by unfortunate cases of butthurt attitudes.
With a tear in my eye.
That would be sweat.
Well, I was gonna ask, how do you feel about modern WWE compared to the past?
Like today?
Yeah. The stuff of today compared to the stuff from the past.
Like now they just like throw shit in the wall.
Everything's overly scripted.
Yeah,
heels aren't allowed to do heel stuff like they're supposed to, you know. They aren't allowed to truly be heels. They
just throw stuff at the wall and see.
Yeah, not to mention, I've also noticed like recently they've had like a lot of over-reliance on celebrity guest hosts.
Yeah, like Logan Paul.
Fucking Bad Bunny was in it for some fucking reason, which I will never understand and I will never forgive them for.
Yeah, like what the...
They also have that guy IShowSpeed.
Yeah.
I don't fucking get it.
Yeah, they're just getting like celebrities on wrestling. Even Travis Scott.
Yeah, I know Travis.
I mean, I like Travis Scott music, but like, why is he in freaking why is he in WWE?
I don't fucking know. Oh yeah, this wrestler, R-Truth, he makes rap. You don't listen to one of his rap. This motherfucker knows how to rap. Oh, this is okay. This one that he plays is such a fucking banger. No, I just wanted to let some fresh air in. There was no farts or I don't smell anything funky or anything like that shit. Get your bitch on up out of here, boy. Bless you.
Huh?
I said bless you. I thought you sneezed. Did you sneeze? Oh,
Stack it up like dominoes. Point it out with an X. Hunt it down like a particle. What I'm on is way better. Came up, now way better. Told myself they try to stop me. Knock them down like Mayweather. I'm a king, I'm a star. I'm a bold, I'm ballin' out. I'm a king, I'm a star. I'm a bold, I'm ballin' out. I'm a king, I'm a star. I'm a bold, I'm ballin' out. Pay me dues that I came up. Now it's time for me to set it up. Hot damn, what's that? Seem to God that I hear now. You the one that used to hate on me. I don't really wanna hear that. I'll take all the praise though. Hope you go with your head down. Pressure on like it's cave down. With the man up when I touch down. Whole team gotta roll it bust down for the night, cause we light it, yeah. Time flow with an elevator that 4th
Fucker knows how to like set some real good bangers and shit. Hold on.
Is there more songs about it?
You want to hear more music from him?
Maybe, I don't know, if you want, I don't know.
Oh, that's the only song of his I know, but fuck it. I'll hear some other one. Got a real good song after this. Hold on, where that song is? No way. It was the one I fucking heard with Kyle. Yeah, it was one I heard with Kyle recently. Just so we get some music up in this house. Whoa. The one I heard with Kyle that I got like a fuck. There we go. Yeah, this motherfucker really makes some dope ass music, this guy. I said you have fun tonight, boy.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't find it. But I know it was around this time. Oh yeah, I remember that fucking song. It's time to... No, that wasn't it. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna show you this one song. I got a fucking Instagram and all that. But yeah, I want you to Shazam that shit for me. Oh, you tip basket! You better not do anything. You tip basket. I said I'm gonna Shazam you. I'm gonna send you show you a song to Shazam.